JB Dankwa murder.
Yes.
Sexy Don Don.
Yes.
AKA Daniela Siedu.
Yes.
Sexy Don and his people.
Yes.
What happened in that regard?
He's in court. Yesterday he was in court. You noticed that the day before yesterday we told you that he came to court and is giving testimony. He's testifying by way of giving account, defending himself in relation to the charge of murder and robbery. Yesterday he mounted the witness box again and defending himself again. And yesterday, the focus of his evidence in chief largely is to the effect that the accusation that he killed JB Dankwa Edu is not true. He has never met the man. The only time that he even knew about the house of JB Dankwa Edu was when one Mr. Dampare and his team directed his team to take him there. That was the only time that that was the first time that he got to know that that is the home of JB Dankwa Edu, the late. And so the accusation that he killed JB Dankwa Edu cannot be true. He said that, look, the prosecution made the point that he went there, picked a ladder, climbed through the porch, entered the bedroom, stabbed him, stole his mobile phone, and then he left. He said, no, the police, when I went there to go and report my case, I rather became a victim. Dampare ordered his men to take me there, showed me a picture, and then that was the first time that I'm even seeing the man. So his point has been that yesterday, he emphatically denied killing JB Dankwa Edu. So hopefully sometime on the 12th of November, he's back again to continue with his testimony. And the indication is that by that day, hopefully, he will conclude his evidence in chief and state prosecutors will subject him to cross-examination. So that is what happened in relation to Sexy Don Don. What is clear is that he said he didn't kill the late JB Dankwa Edu. So and that is his lawyer, Yao Dankwa, in your shorts there.
So he's maintaining his innocence, yes, right? He's pleading not guilty, or he's maintaining his plea of being,
yes, he said he's not guilty. And then the jury will now have the opportunity to decide his fate when the trial finally concludes. And the case is being prosecuted by Salifu Amoako, a principal state attorney from the office of the Attorney General.
All right, let's talk about another murder case, or another attempted murder case.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Pius Ayoma is a security. He was a security guard. He left. His boss indicated that the way he's going about things, he wasn't comfortable with his way of doing things. So eventually they sacked him, and it looked like he wasn't happy with the situation. So he went back to go and retaliate, shot a gun, and the man, his former boss, almost nearly died. And so he's been arrested and then charged. In fact, when he was arrested, I told you that he was remanded at Manet police station a day after the court had said that, look, take him to prison's custody. He managed to escape a lawful custody, and he has become another subject matter of a charge that he's facing. But in relation to this case, Salifu Amoako, which is the principal state attorney, is calling witnesses, and the seventh prosecution witness yesterday testified and gave account about how he saw this man offloading stuff, and then later on realized that, look, it was things that he packed from the former boss's home. And so he led the police to go and retrieve the item, and subsequently he was arrested. So that witness yesterday was in court. We are told that the next witness to come will be the investigator, which means that the case, prosecution is gradually wrapping up their case in relation to this one.
And now there is also a defamation case, which is of interest to a lot of people, involving Kumawood actor Lil Win and Ghanaian actress Martha Ankomah. Martha Ankomah says Lil Win has defamed her.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And sued Lil Win for 5 million Ghana cedis.
Absolutely.
What has been happening with that case?
So the day before yesterday, I was telling you about this very case that Lil Win made a very first appearance in relation to this case ever since the matter has come up in court. He has never been in court. He personally, no lawyers representing him. So it has been Martha Ankomah and her lawyers always coming to court. And the court, Justice Fosimba, had fixed on the 5th of November to hear the case in the absence of Lil Win, whether they choose to come or not. Interestingly, Lil Win and his lawyers entered the appearance, and they came to court. And Nantan, it was an interesting thing. That fact, when the law is catching up with you, now you have to. So it was apology upon apology upon apology. And
apology?
Yes.
Apology from who?
From Lil Win, of course. So now the point is that they've been urged, they've been advised to settle this matter out of court. So on the 13th of November,
they should go for ADR. They should go for ADR.
They probably will have to come and consult you and all that. And so
ADR.
immediately after the court sitting, as part of the process to settle this matter out of court, Lil Win has been apologizing, issuing public apology to Martha Ankomah.
But did Martha Ankomah agree to an out-of-court settlement?
If you see the picture of Martha Ankomah all this while, you notice that she's a peaceful woman. She's somebody who is a peaceful litigant. I must put it that way. A litigant. She
doesn't do giddy-giddy.
She doesn't do giddy. Very calm. All that she wants is that some respect is shown to her, some respect is given to the court as well. You know, at some point in time, the court was not happy with the conduct of Lil Win in relation to this whole matter, because he has never been coming to court in order. But when he showed up,
then Lil Win have another case in court with regard to a hit, an accident situation.
Yes, that case is
which
still,
resulted in the death of a young boy.
Yes, that
isn't there a case?
For the Kumasi court. It's before the Kumasi court. This one is separate.
This one is a separate. This one is a defamation case.
And then this case came when he had a accident. So many were attributing it to the fact that because he is still recovering, that is how come he wasn't able to. But the law is saying that once you have been sued, you need to enter appearance and order. So he appeared. And then upon advice, they are going back to go and discuss the matter and then settle the matter out of court as per the advice that the court, even at the point in time, urged them to do. And so when they left court immediately, Lil Win has started the process himself.
The process to
settle
the matter out of court.
And the first one is to apologize to Martha Ankomah about that. Let's watch this from Lil Win.
The fans, Wizzy Empire fans, Kwadwo Nkansah fans, Great Man's International School, and the phone in fans. Young people should be every day. When we say, said the Christian Caribbean, to Caribbean, and Ghana, said the area and Kabin. So, I didn't come in and I'm not connected. Sabi, from New York, Mestre, lawyer, Akanina. And now any good nimpen for saying, Monbum, I'm a door, money, maybe nearby. Matter. I'm a panas or a mossy bar. I'm terrified. Town panas, and I'm sure issue by sunset. Mention a governing a bed. Then can I say, the fans say supporting me since day one. Abraham started moving, ABC and day. The sense out of phoning now, soon in Ambra Assembly and become. Na young couple do moon, name Fatcho Pakasi, and see a young ba, Martha Ankomah. It's answer Monitia and Chibia, and I mean, Sebi, Nia made Yaba Martha Ankomah, Akasaka said, be a seven and pay. I, if his brother should be fat at down, a shimukana, among being and only a seven. And the media said platform as official Lil Win TikTok 2.2 million, 2.5 million followers. And the same say, Monkam na Minya Bama Ankomah on Fap your bonnet and check. Mr. Omisa and Pay or your bar, Bema, Bina Kudu, Edging in Musemie, kind of Fuji, Timatem, Rocket, Timatamana, Timijina. I said it, Bema Kuma and Soba. Minyaba when Timmy said, a harm, a issue. The soon senior, Naya Woodian, Namijina, Samri, and Embraya, and Ambush, and then Penfua, Bedomacho beginning, Namazak, and Boswine, good joining, and name Yam Seaweed, Nima Gasi, United, Alaji, Salam Yakum, and then me a lawyer, Kasema, Kosuakama, Madame Atamabi, and then James say, out of 4, Munkam, na Yapamia Martha Ankomah Acho. Seven, Minu Bia, Sebi, Mrs. said, Mr. Missing for 40, Muni to me, Bida, did a first time. And we should say, a BCD. You should be sound also. I'm your coupon, a commando, a boom. Say, I am a common set of 7 years. Rakmo Shipa, Timmy Muchapo, and Mano, not Nakoposon can go a Christian. Say the Christian in a Sabi, Christopher, who before Eva Mapum, Ediachi. Timmy sounds from Mapum, any young son Papum, any one of Papum, and Franchin, Namadon, Mr. ABCD. California, Mr. Mun say thank you for Amy Abba Matankama. I will be supporting you and shall say for now.
This is a very different tone from when he was angrily calling Martha Ankomah all kinds of names and using all kinds of unprintable words on Martha Ankomah. When the law
catches up with you,
because Martha Ankomah said that she will not act in a Kumawood movie.
Yes, there was a point that felt she said that Kumawood is not her thing, and then Opana went to town, gave it to her, and then she said that there's laws in Ghana, so let me just go to
I'll sue you for defamation.
Yes, so
and now he's issuing a public apology.
She sued Lil Win. You notice that earlier they have altered, or she said she's amenable to out-of-court settlement, and then they were using an intermediary, and then the indication is that Lil Win is not ready, it's not for it, and now he came to court, and the rest is an apology. So they'll come back on the 13th of December. Yes, 13th of December.
Oh, okay.
And then 13th of December, the expectation is that the court will be hoping that they will settle the matter and bring the terms to the court, which will be adopted as a consent judgment. So he has started.
Somebody was saying that if he were Martha Ankomah, I'll collect all the 5 million. I will still sue, collect 5 million.
You're asking for 5 million.
Doesn't mean that the court will award it to you. Yeah, I know, but the person was asking, I'll go all the way and collect the 5 million. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. So I've seen cases that people are asking for 10 million, and then when the case is done, probably they get about 100,000. Sometimes to 200,000, sometimes you can even get about 20,000, depending on what and what goes in the elements in the case and what you think, how injurious it has been to your reputation and all that. So the court look at all those things. So this case is on a settlement journey. So
all right,
on the 13th of December,
we'll see how it plays out.
We'll see how this case will pan out.
We'll see how it plays out.
Has finally issued that public apology to Martha Ankomah.
All right, let's talk about some of the cases that we're expecting to come up in court today. There is one which a lot of Ghanaians are interested in, involving Bishop Salifu Amoako's 16-year-old son.
Yes.
So we understand that he was the last time he reported that he was remanded.
Yes, on Friday
to the Osu Bostal home.
Absolutely.
Right,
yes.
And he's to reappear today.
Yes, he's
so what's happening?
So we expect that he will be in court today at the last court sitting. What the court did was that he pleaded not guilty to 8 counts, and the 8 count, 2 counts of manslaughter, dangerous driving without valid license.
He pleaded not guilty to driving without a valid license.
All of them, all the counts, he pleaded not guilty to.
He pleaded not guilty to driving without a valid license. He denied
all the counts, 8 of them.
So he wasn't driving without a valid license.
That one, he will have to explain why.
He denied speeding.
Yes. He said
and reckless driving.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And he denied involuntary manslaughter.
Yes, he did. He did. Yes. So the court presided over by Her Worship Bernice Mensima Akon today, who made at the last court sitting noted that the court directed that he should deposit his traveling document, all traveling document, to the court and all. And they've been concerned about the fact that he's not in the Boston home.
Yeah.
Yes.
The police
has come out to clear.
Are insisting that he was there.
That he was there. So today, the expectation is that he'll be back in court and we'll know the pleasure of the court and what orders or directive the court will be giving, whether he will be admitted to bail or the court would order for his continuous incarceration. And so what it is that this very case will have to be dealt with within 6 months. You get it. Within the 6-month period, it has to be disposed of. So it has to be tried expeditiously. So that is one of the things that we should expect coming up in court today.
So he'll be there. So what will be the processes today? Is there like a bail application?
So definitely the lawyers will make a repeat bail application because the last time it was rejected. So this time around, they will be hoping that they will be second time lucky that the court will admit him to bail. But what is clear is that the court is looking at the circumstances surrounding this very case, and the court at the first time that he appeared, the court thinks that remanding him into the Buster home would be the right option. Remember that as a juvenile, the maximum period of which you could be remanded or you will be remanded is for a week. Shouldn't be more than a week.
Right.
So that's how come he has to reappear today. So the court will make further directive depending on the kind of arguments, submissions that the lawyers, Salifu Amoako and the team will do. And then the state prosecutors, also led by Nana Maidinkra, senior state attorney, will also decide what the kind of input that they want. Ultimately, the court will decide what will happen to. So this video that you are seeing is his appearance at the court last week, Friday.
All right. So Cecilia Dapa's case, people seem to have forgotten about it.
Yes.
But we know that she, there is a case involving her mates and the mates stealing her money.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So
allegedly stealing her money. So that case is still in court.
Yeah, that case is still
in court.
So the husband of Madam Cecilia Dapa, Mr. Daniel Sekufo, is in the witness box facing cross-examination from the accused persons. And so at one point in time, lawyers of Patience Botry, the 18-year-old who we are told that was the last maid of Madam Cecilia Dapa, as the first accused person subjecting the husband to cross-examination. They say that, look, to be able to do effective cross-examination, to defend herself well, she will need some document from the OSP. And we told you that the court has granted that the OSP should furnish her and the lawyers with some document within a week upon service. So today, there will be an update in relation to whether the OSP has been able to provide those documents to her and what the direction of the court will be and when the cross-examination of Mr. Daniel Sekufo will resume. Remember that Madam Cecilia Dapa herself is also one of the witnesses who will be testifying in relation to this very case. So today, before Justice Marie Louise Simmons will know more about this Cecilia Dapa's maid case. So there are 7 in all, 2 former maids and then 5 others, including boyfriend of Patience Botry and some other accused persons.
Yeah, accused of stealing her money.
Yes.
Okay. So what about the Ofankor murder case? We understand that's also coming up in court today.
Yes. Stephen Anakankan, he's alleged to have shot and killed his tenants at Ofankor. This matter started sometime in 2020. And so Benjamin Autry, a musician at the time, who was the last day that his rent was due, he wanted to renew. There was some misunderstanding before somebody would realize there was a gunshot and there was the tenant died in the process. The Mile 7 police station got involved, and so prosecution is calling witnesses in relation to this one. Today we expect that the trial will continue or will resume before Criminal Court 2 again, Justice Marie Louise Simmons, for the trial to proceed. So the visuals or the videos you see on your screen support Nana can come in the seat over there, and some support that he has been getting. Anytime he's coming up in court, he has these people follow him to the court. And there's one of the court sitting when he was leaving the premises of the law court complex. So today, that case is also coming up, and then we'll give it up to date. More newsroom, and tomorrow we'll give you all the rundown on what has happened in relation to that.
And finally, we understand that there is a public sector lawyers conference.
Yes.
Public sector lawyers conference. Tell us about it. What's that about?
So on Tuesday, we started doing this story on Tuesday, and we're telling you that the first one for public sector workers. Yesterday we talked about it. We told it's a 3-day conference where state attorneys, lawyers from all government institutions, ministries, agencies, and departments are putting their heads together on how to collaborate to be able to harmonize cases in all these institutions so that issues about judgment debt can be avoided. More often than not, it happens that cases go to court at the blind side of the Attorney General, and before you realize the state is incurring some debt. So today being the very last day of the conference, we've been told that SKB Asante will be speaking at this particular conference today before the closing ceremony is held. So these are some of the things that are happening. So this very case, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was there. The president of the Ghana Bar Association, Mrs. Efuagati, for the first time as president of GBA, was at this particular forum. The president spoke. The Attorney General also spoke. So all the people you see there are lawyers who work for various institutions of the state. So today, the 3-day conference, which is the maiden one, will come to a close. But SKB Asante will be giving a lecture at this particular forum. A lot of lawyers have spoken already. We've seen Bobby Bansin, and all of them have been there with the panel section. There was a panel section. All of them have had time to share their knowledge and insight with these gatherings. So today we'll conclude the matter. But before it ends, SKB Asante will have a day in.
All right.
So these are some of the things that we should expect.
All right. Thank you very much, Murtala Inusah. As always, pleasure having you.
Nice having you.